Miss South Africa 2024. South Africans, are you for real? Are you really for real? You know what? After all this, I have learned a lot about South Africans. I've learned a lot. I've never been to South Africa. I'm not a South African. I have never, ever gone to South Africa. I don't wish to go to South Africa after seeing all this, all the display of xenophobia online. Now, do you know what? South Africans are rallying behind, or they are rather hiding behind the identity fraud accusations towards Miss Chidima. You all are hiding behind this, but you forget that everyone saw you display your hatred for someone as innocent as a child, Chidima Vanessa, who was caught up in this whole saga and uproar. The only crime she had was to participate in Miss SA 2024. You all are up in arms that, no, she's not South African. No, she doesn't look like us. We want someone who looks like us to represent us. And when I woke up today, what did I see? Miss South Africa 2024 doesn't look like you. She doesn't look like me. She doesn't look like you. So what's your justification for all this? What's your justification? Can you all make this make sense? I have been on lives, South African lives. I said, no, okay. As a learned person, as an educated person, as an exposed person, I've traveled a lot. I've come in contact with many different cultures. And I got to understand that people have different experiences. People have different ways they see things. People interpret things differently. But I have tried so hard to understand why South Africans are so bent on not wanting anything to do with immigrants, not just Nigerians. Guys, we know that you are all hiding behind the anti-Nigerian sentiments, whereas you are pushing these anti-immigrant sentiments. I was on a live today when a guy was talking about how he is a Ghanaian and he's a barber. He has a barber shop somewhere in Johannesburg. And he said he has been doing this business for 10 years or so, and he has never, ever seen a South African come to his shop and say, bro, I want to learn how to be a barber. I want to learn how to cut hair. None of them. But they are all online, and they are all waiting for the opportunity to say that immigrants are coming to steal their jobs. The jobs that you don't want to do. Just to cut hair, you don't want to learn how to cut hair. And this guy says that he sees so many young people just lying around, playing drafts, selling powder, just doing the odd things. But you know what? You all blame it on foreigners. How many Nigerians live in South Africa in the first place? How many Nigerians live in your country? But any crime, you are putting it on Nigerians, on immigrants. What about you? Have you ever asked yourself where the powder is coming from? Who lets the powder into your country? It's you. It's the people who are in charge who let it come in. Number two, you are claiming that immigrants are coming to steal your jobs. Do you know that? Have you ever seen an immigrant working in your government jobs? Have you ever? No, it's the private companies that employ immigrants to work, to do the jobs that you don't want to do. You only want to sit down, lazy around, and complain about immigrants. There was an uproar before the identity fraud or whatever came up. There was an uproar you never wanted, because once you heard the name Chidinma, you never wanted to hear anything anymore. You started a campaign, a hate campaign, a witch hunt. And now you all are so glad and are rallying behind this identity fraud. No, you all started the hate before the identity fraud accusation. Let's make this clear once and for all. Don't hide behind that. It's sad, because during your time of hardship, during your time of oppression, Africans took you refuge. Zimbabweans, Zambia, Nigerians, almost all African countries sent their soldiers to help you. They helped Mandela. They helped your politicians. They helped your opposition. Housed them, gave them food. And today, you are all in arms against foreigners. Have you ever asked yourself, why are foreigners coming to South Africa? They are coming to do the jobs that you don't want to do. Why don't you want to do a job? There's so many of you online. When I listen to you, when I even look at what you're doing, I'm like, oh my God. This is a comedy show. It's a comedy show. It's laughable. It's not something to comprehend. I can't even understand why. So I just take it like this is comedy. These people, you all should consider comedy as a profession, because you're so good in it. Like unhinged. You don't care, unperturbed about your present predicament, about your present circumstance. You don't care. Like, you don't even care. What's wrong with South Africans? What's really wrong? What? When I talk about it, you tell me that I should leave your country. Who told you that I'm in your country? I would rather go to Mass than to go to South Africa. Never. I can never go to South Africa to go and do what there? When you all are all online showing us who you are. You are claiming and claiming and claiming, but then the xenophobia, the xenophobic comments are online. They are online. Everyone can see who you truly are. Nobody is nobody is fabricating this. It's online. Everyone can see. Is that how you all are? Is that how you are? I mean, somebody comes online, they say they are doing a live so that people can discuss about the situation. And every time when someone is talking against immigrants and Africans, you are jubilating. What kind of education are you trying to do? There is a problem. You all South Africans have to find a solution to your problem. Foreigners and immigrants are not your problem. You know it. And now you got a Miss South Africa 2024. Is that what you want? Is that what you truly want? Then, if that's what you want, then you know your problem. Your problem is bigger than we thought. If that's what you want, your problem is big. The fact that you cannot see your problem is the problem. So you have to find a solution to your problem and deal with it. And let immigrants and Nigerians live in peace. I know all immigrants are gathered. You have meshed all immigrants under the umbrella as Nigerian. Anyone who doesn't speak like you is Nigerian. Grow up. Grow up. I don't know why this is happening. I mean, I never ever thought that you all are this, like you think this way. I have been educated by you all. I've got to know who you all truly are. All thanks to you. All thanks to Miss Chidinma. But you know what? Miss Chidinma is beautiful. She's so beautiful. She's so strong. She's a strong person, because not everyone can deal with the amount of hate and bullying that she has received in a very short period of time, in this just 2 weeks ago or 2 weeks on. But you know what? Nigeria is a giant country. Nigeria is developed. Nigeria is a growing economy. And Miss Chidinma, you all have helped and pushed Miss Chidinma to the top. And now a star has been born. And there's nothing you can do about it. She has been invited by Miss Universe Nigeria. And trust me, she is going to reach for the stars. You know, whom God has blessed, no man can curse. No man, not even you, not you. No man can curse.